It's Mike Lemon again, and we're going to go over a quick review of the cyber safety contract and what you're going to be filling out and kind of what we've just been through with these video series. So, and the things you will need, obviously, before you do the contract with your child, you need to go through these different resources, understand the age appropriateness of the apps you're looking for, and how to make sure that it is approved, and the resource videos for that. Know where you want the device to go at night. We suggest and we really recommend they go into your room at night. There's a resource video for that. Determine the amount of screen time you want your child to have. There's also a video for that you've probably gone through if you're watching this one. And know how to use the parental controls. We give some very good tips, a very good resource, one kind of one and done for you video as well. And then this video here that you're going to go over so we can kind of go over the contract. So when you go over the contract, the first part of the contract is for your child. And make this a contract just like a real contract, like you're buying a car, a house, a car, you're doing some type of official business. Make this official for them as well. And so if you respect it, they'll respect it too. So make them put their name on there, and at the end of they're going to sign it, and you're going to sign it as well. But really it's about how they're going to conduct themselves, things that you're wanting them to do, they're not wanting to do. Now, you can take this and just print it off, sign, and put their name on it, go through this, and then sign it at the bottom just as is, or you can change it if you want to. It's really up to you to customize it for your family. But the big thing here is to know their current username as a password. Here's the reason why. I've been to many different houses and talked to many different parents when things have gone wrong. And when we're trying to find a missing child, and no one expects their child to go missing, to run away, but sometimes they do. And when they do, if we have their username and password, we can usually find out through their messaging apps, where they're going, who they're with, and really in just a matter of minutes compared to trying to do it through the court system, through sending subpoenas, which can take hours when minutes really matter. So make sure you have that, make sure that's up to date. And you can go through them. Like I said, most of these are going to be pretty self-explanatory, who they can communicate with. But if what I'm supposed to do if they're contacted by somebody, right? And we want that communication line to be open. They know they can come to you, and you expect them to come to you if they contact you by somebody they don't know, or somebody that you don't want them talking to. Maybe they're getting pictures or at request for pictures, so they know they can talk to you and think they will not lose their device. Because unfortunately, I've worked many cases where children have been exploited for months, even years, because they're more afraid of losing their phone than they are of what these predators are doing. So the expectation they're not going to send any illicit images, videos. If they're asked, they're going to come talk to you. You'll keep that communication open, right? If they're driving, they're not going to use the phone while they're driving. They're not going to harass, bully anybody. They'll put their phone up at night. Where are they going to put the phone up at night? We really implore you to put the phone up at night, device up at night, tablet up at night, whatever that is, in your room, so they do not have it at night. And if you need to inspect it, you can inspect it as well. And so the second part there is for you, the parents, right? So that as long as they keep this agreement, then you'll provide them with the gaming system, cell phone, mobile device, whatever you're going to say they're going to have. And here's an important part, is if they come to you and they say, hey, someone requested to be my friend I don't know, or somebody's trying to get me to send pictures, they know they're not going to get their phone taken from them, because they're doing exactly what you want them to do, is come to you when something weird or bad happens. And so they know they're not going to do it. So it may feel bad, it may feel weird that, this person who they don't know is trying to get them to send pictures. Well, that's where you as a parent can say, all right, this person's blocked. And you can we went over how to do that through the Bark-O-Matic, right? And they can continue on. And if they do screw up, right? If they do send a nude photograph, or they do reply to somebody they shouldn't, they know that they may lose their phone up front, but they're going to have a path to get that back. Keeping that open line of communication is the most important thing in this whole plan. Is for them to feel free, feel that it's okay to come and talk to you. And so that rest of what we talked about has kind of been the carrot or the stick, right? So this is kind of the carrot down here, path to more freedom, is that you can have the phone examined or looked at, or so many times a year. There's no doubt that you're going to be doing this, so that they know up front you're going to be looking at their phone on some type of schedule. And if you have mom intuition, dad intuition, something's wrong, that it's available to do that as well. And then it's reviewed we suggest 3 to 4 months. that if you review it every 3 to 4 months and there's no rule violations, then they're going to receive whatever you agree on. So say it's 15 minutes more screen time. Maybe it's a different app. Maybe it's whatever you feel is kind of the next step. Because eventually we want our children to go from kind of real constrained, and we're leading this to the point to where they're turning 18 and they know what to do and they know how to act correctly online. So it's not going to affect their future. And then sign it. Sign their name, sign your name, and so it's a real, true contract, just like you would for to buy something. And so this is, once you complete this, now this is your contract. You've completed that, and you've done it. And so we really want to say you've done a great job by doing this, because this is what very few parents are implementing, but so many parents need to have in their families. And we are here for you. So through CyberSafe Families, you can contact us through Facebook, through email at mike@cybersafeteen.com, and I'll be willing to help you any way we can. We are a group of cyber cops, group of cyber safety professionals who are really dedicated to make sure your child is safe, and you as a parent are leading that cause as well. And so again, congratulations, you did a great thing. Even though they may not thank you right now, your children will thank you for that in the future, we promise, and we are here to help you.